John is in Santa Monica. John, you're on the Larry Elder Show. Thank you so much for calling.
Say.
Hey, John, how are you?
Pretty good, Larry. I've worked in the movie business for 30 years, and I don't want to make too long a story, but we have tried to get tax incentives in California since 1997, and that the impetus for doing that was I'm 69, but when I was in college, I remember that the Canadians wiped out the American lumber industry with subsidized lumber back, I think, in the 90s. Might have been the 80s, too. So the Canadians started a 10% tax rebate in the mid-90s, and I could see they were going the same way. They said, we're not going to take steel film work. We're just building our own industry. Well, you can save about 50 cents on the dollar if you do a film in Canada. Vancouver has been referred to as Hollywood North. Toronto is also huge. So we call these runaway productions.
Mm-hmm.
It is not a foreign film. It's a film made by an American company for an American audience, and they're just using the tax incentives, rebates, and kickbacks to save money. Okay, that's a business decision. That's fine. All right, so here's one of my points, or if I can only get one in. The IATSE, the International Alliance of Theatrical and Stage Employees, Machine Moving Operators, one of those union names, they represent all the below-the-line people in the United States and Canada. So our head of that union, he's in New York, Matt Loeb, stated that he would not support these if there's any negative impact on Canadian union members in the IA. That's what we call it, the IA. So I fully expect that the IA union, which is about 150,000 people between the two countries, will oppose any tariffs imposed by Trump. And plus, they're all left-wing. The IA union is fully left-wing. They hate Trump in the leadership roles, and many of the members do also. So it's just ironic that the members of the union will oppose benefits for themselves. They even oppose no tax on overtime.
Salem News Channel, following up on what John said about the runaway productions. He's quite right. Over the last several years, California has lost production after production after production, not just to Canada, but to other states, including New York, because they've all offered tax incentives, tax credits for productions. What they normally do is tell their taxpayers it will create all these jobs. It does create jobs temporarily, but not long term. And I find it interesting. California does offer tax incentives, just not as much as other places, and so that's why the productions are going elsewhere. So you have the same people, 95% of them vote Democrat. Democrat is the party of high taxes, believe that the wealthy don't pay their fair share in taxes. Yet every year they send a bunch of lobbyists to the capital, Sacramento, to push for tax credits and tax incentives so they can benefit and make more money. So the same party that votes for tax increases then sends lobbyists to Sacramento to vote for tax decreases for their own business. I have an idea. Why don't we have low taxes for all businesses? Why don't we recognize that having low taxes is good no matter what business you're in? Instead, California has the highest state income tax than any other state in the union. And the very same people that pull that lever over and over and over again for the Democratic high tax party then sends lobbyists to Sacramento to get relief from the very taxes that they have voted for.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.